What's going on, guys, and welcome to our brand new series where we'll become manager of the Scottish side Rangers. So before we jump into this career, I'd like to say a huge thank you to every single one of you that voted, as there was over 650 votes. And first of all, sorry if the team you voted for was not the outcome, but I do really hope you will continue to watch this series, as I'm sure it will turn into a great series in the future to come, and I want you to come on this journey with me. So just to recap, Rangers got 241 votes, Rayo Vallecano just behind them on 221, in third place was Bremen, and lastly but not least, Torino on 88 votes. So it was a very close race between Rangers and Rayo Vallecano, but Rangers just come out on top. So without further ado, we will be placing Rangers in the Championship. Yes, I know that's not what I originally said, but I saw many comments saying that if you chose the Rangers career mode, it would be much more realistic if we placed them in the Championship, as then we can establish ourselves as manager and start to assemble the squad that we actually want to use for the future. So this is not going to be an easy squad to inherit, because it's not that broad. The players are not up to the world-class standard. Well, not yet anyway. But also, guys, this is me, FIFA Juice. So remember I told you there was going to be a slight surprise. Well, this is it. So basically, I will be doing this series with a face cam, i.e. hello. And, well, that's only if you enjoy it better. So to determine which series you prefer better, in the description down below, you can vote whether you prefer this series to be with or without facecam. But once again, welcome to this series, and I truly hope you enjoy it. Having a look at the emails. So as it says there, it's just the European International Cup that we have entered. The shirt sales, they want us to set a goal of £5.1 million, and then obviously the transfer budget has opened. Rangers, anything? Our vision expectations. First scout report has arrived, and introducing myself. So let's have a look at the targets that we've been set. So let's have a look. They want us to reach a round of 32 in the FA Cup. Within 4 seasons in the Championship, win the league title. Youth development, they want us to sign at least 2 players younger than 20 years old with potential greater than the average overall rating of players currently in the same position, and grow 1 youth academy player by at least 5 overall points and play them at least 5 matches, which is perfectly fine. Brand exposure wants to sign 1 crucial first team player to a forward position and gain obviously 5.1 in shirt sales. Financial, within 3 seasons, increase the club's worth by 100%, which I do think we can do. The domestic success is their most important. They want us to win the league title within 4 seasons, and obviously continental, we don't have any at the moment. But let's jump straight in, have a look at the squad that we've got to work with, and let's see what we've got. So in goal, we've got Wes Fotherington, we've got James Tavernier, we've got Rob Kiernan as centre-back, Danny Wilson. So the centre-backs don't look too bad. We've got Lee Wallace, who looks quite good on the left-back position. We've got Andy Halliday, we've got Josh Windass, then we've got Jason Holt, we've got Martin Waghorn, we've got Joe Garner, who doesn't look too bad actually. He's got some good physical stats and some good finishing, so maybe he could turn into a good striker. We've got Barry McKay, who looks quite decent. I do believe he's got an alright potential, probably between 70 and 75. Then we've got Matt Gilks, who's quite old, and we've got Philip Senderos, who's obviously very old as well. Jordan Richter's showing great potential. He's the only player that we've got in the club that's actually showing any kind of potential. We've got Tom Walsh, who's not really going to be getting in. Joe Dodo, who I believe did used to play for Leicester City. We got Michael Hayoram, we got Matt Crooks. So to be honest, the squad that we've got, wow. Harry Forrester, has that something special? So Harry Forrester, for some reason, is showing fantastic status. Has that something special? Wow. Well, I didn't know about that. And it says Nico Cranshaw's got that something special as well. Kenny Miller's retiring at the end of the season. He might get a few games here and there. Clint Hill, 37 years old. I thought he retired already, but obviously not. He arrived from QPR for free. And to be honest, I don't think he's going to be getting that many game time as it is anyway. Then we've got a few other random players. We've got Fraser Aird, right back. Doesn't look too bad. Only 21 years of age. So that's the squad we've got to work with. And we're now going to go ahead and show you some of the transfers which we are looking at on our transfer shortlist. So we have a right back of Callum Patterson, and we have Suter. So these 2 players are from Hearts. Then we've got Cameron Carter-Vickers from Spurs. We have Ronaldo Vieira from Leeds. We have Harry Winks from Tottenham. We have Amin Harit from FC Nantes, a centre attacking midfielder, only 19 years of age, as does Casey Palmer and Josh Onoma. So we're going to have to go with one of these, but we're not sure which one we can get. And last but not least, we have Tammy Abraham up top. So we need to try and find that all-out striker that's going to be scoring us all the goals. So the first European International Cup is going to be a game against Luzern. If you guys are new to my channel, we don't actually play at these games. What we do, we sim them, see how far we get. If we get a long way, fantastic. If we don't, then it's not the end of the world. And we actually, wow, win that one by 5-0. Tavernier, Halliday picking up 2, as does Waghorn. So maybe it's going to be a walk in the park. That might come back to haunt me, mightn't it? I hope not. And the second pre-season friendly, well, it's not really a friendly, but the competition anyway, pre-competition, is going to be up against Viksta Kra, whoever they are from. They actually beat Chiaviari 3-1, so this is going to be the game. Do we come out on top? We don't. We end up drawing the game 0-0, so I suppose it's not the end of the world, especially with the two other sides actually drew 0-0, so that's fantastic news for us, which means all we have to do is get some kind of result. No, we don't. We're through, I think. I think we're through anyway. Time for the third game of the group stage, which is going to be up against Chiavari. So I do believe they do have a slight chance of going through. Let's see how we can get on. We actually won the first game 5-0 against Luzern, so we should be able to come out on top on this one. We don't. We end up drawing the game 0-0, but thankfully for us, that 0-0 result is good enough to put us through. I'm not sure if it put us through in second or first place, but at the end of the day, we're through, and that's the most important thing. So we've been given 680 grand for the competition. We offered some money for Carter Vickers, and they say they want 1 million. We're going to up it. Let's say we'll give him 850, which is actually £200,000 over his valuation. Let's see what they say. But they have come back to us and said they will accept 900,000 for Harry Winks. So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and offer Harry Winks a contract. We're not 100% sure if we want to actually bring him into the club, but we'll see. And let's see if he accepts the contract. So Spurs want 4.6 million for Onoma. We don't want to give him that much, but we'll give him, let's say 3.5, which is actually quite a bit less than what they wanted, but it's still a lot more over his valuation. Huddersfield say they want 2.6 million for Casey Palmer. We'll give him his valuation, which his valuation is 1.5 million. And also, Bristol accepted a bid of 2.8 million for Tammy Abraham. But the problem is, he actually wants quite a bit of money. So we're going to give him an important first team player. Let's see what he says. We don't really want to offer him 25 grand though, do we? But we're now going to be taking on Ross County in the semi-final. So let's see how we can get on here. We should be able to come out on top. Is Ross County from Scotland? It is, isn't it? Or is it from, I'm not sure, guys. Sorry. I just don't know. Yes, we managed to come back from behind. So we took, they actually took the lead in the 8th minute, but we managed to come back with Tavernier and Wilson, two of our defenders scoring goals for us. So Spurs have accepted the bid for Cameron Carter-Vickers, which is one of the players that we desperately do want to bring in, because I do believe he will really strengthen up the back line. We're only giving a squad rotational player because we don't want to be giving them false hopes. And then we get given 1.1 million, and Harry Winks accepts his contract. So I think we will bring Harry Winks into the club. So Harry Winks is the first signing that we've made with Rangers. And Hearts say they want 1.3 million for Sutar. We don't want to pay that much. We'll give them 950. Let's see if they accept that one. We're cheapskates, but we just want to try and get them on the cheap. Then Huddersfield come back and say they want 2.6 million for Casey Palmer. Spurs come back and say 3.5 million. Yes, you can have Josh Onoma for 3.5 million. So let's go ahead and give him a squad rotational player. He might want a little bit more, but I do believe Josh Onoma could be a fantastic signing if we could pull that one off. And Huddersfield, do we want Casey Palmer? I'm not sure. I think we need a winger. So now it's time for the final of the International Cup. Let's see how we can get on. Can we win it just for that little bit extra money? It's going to be up against the side that we actually drew 0-0 with, I believe, and they're taking the lead in the 2nd minute, and they won the game. Tavernier equalised for us in the 63rd minute, but they then won it in the 82nd, so we ended up going crashing out the competition in the final, the last hurdle, and we fell. So Hearts say Callum Patterson's too valuable to them. Cameron Carter-Vickers comes back and says, yes, we will come to the club. So that's fantastic news. So we've signed 2 players, and 2 of them from Spurs. Harry Winks and Carter-Vickers both join the club, and I think they're 2 fantastic signings. But that is in fact going to be it for the first episode of our Rangers career mode. Make sure if you did enjoy this episode, please hit the like button down below, as it's going to be hugely appreciated. And can we hit a huge 40 likes? I would really appreciate it if we could. And don't forget, if you are new around here, hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all my latest videos and career modes. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.